Yo guys, what's good? Today is day one of Blue Protocol. We've been playing non-stop till the start, about 6 to 8 hours of gameplay, and we're gonna cover my first impressions of the game and if you should give this game a shot. Now mind you, this is not a full review, the full review will be coming soon. Now then, Blue Protocol, this game should have been out a long time ago, very long time ago. However, the game originally released in Japan, then the Western release got cancelled, picked up by another company. Now we're here. It has a global release. A lot of changes has been done, and in my personal opinion, most of it was for the better. I mean, the fact that we can play this game. A lot of people were waiting for this game to come out in the West for years, me being one of them. I remember Cry Fufu. He was waiting for this game so long that he got burned out of it and lost interest just because the game was so long in development. But nonetheless, we got it now, and let me tell you, it's a very fun game and a very good game. Now, this is an anime MMORPG, as you can clearly see. It has its ups and has its downs. However, if you know what you're getting into, it's mostly ups. As you can see, the game is amazing. It looks graphically bliss. A lot of NPCs. Now, mind you, this is you can double the amount of NPCs you can see on screen. I turned them down for FPS reasons, although my FPS is still abysmal. It's not the game's fault, it's my PC's fault. As you can see, there's a lot of social features. You can join people to dance if you want to. That's how huge crowds of people interact here. Now, I want to start with the bad purely because it weeds out the people that this game is not for. So it's good to know what you're getting yourself into before you actually play it. Now, this game is an MMORPG, as you can clearly see. A lot of players. However, this is not a PvP game. Meaning I'm pretty sure there's zero PvP elements to this game. Legit zero, not even duels, I'm pretty sure. The devs made this game around that fact, which is could be a good thing, but could be a bad thing as well. The good thing is they have a clear direction, and they know what they're focusing on, meaning that the content that they're making will be really good. Which initially I think it is. For a first impressions, it's a very good game. I've been wanting nothing more than to keep on playing this game. I've been at it 6 hours straight, and I'm gonna keep on going after I finish out this video, that's a very good thing. Now, the fact that there's no PvP, it means that content has to come out at a steady pace to keep the players engaged. If they take too long, players might forget the game if there's no yearly huge updates, which the game needs to make enough money for enough devs to keep on working on this game. It's a bit tricky because PvP content can be you can keep on fighting battlegrounds, and you don't need that necessarily to do more content for the game. It keeps you giving you something to do. So yeah, no PvP. However, don't let that discourage you. Just know what you're getting yourself into. What it does, it's very good, and there's a ton of dungeons and stuff like that you can do with other players as well if you want to. Now, the second bad thing is ping. As you can see on the bottom left, I'm playing in EU. I don't think there's any EU servers on this game. Now, mind you, this is not a PvP game like we just said, so that does not really matter that much. If you're not picky on ping like I am, this will not bother you that much. The movement still feels insanely responsive. Look at this. You have complete control over your character. Very few games give you this, because most games, this game does it only on mounts. When you turn, you need an animation. Like with the mount, it takes a while to turn. On this game, no, it's instant. The second you turn, it registers and you're turning. Not just turning, just movement in general. Even the combat is snappy, but we'll get into that later on. So yeah, servers are lacking. That could be a good thing because server costs are lower like this. And if the game makes less income, they can still keep the game running with minimal money invested into it. Although I do think if the game goes decently well, they will open servers in EU. Now, for the final bad thing is, which could be a good thing for most people, it is for me, but this is the reason why a lot of why this is happening. Mostly negative reviews on Steam. Legit mostly negative for a game that I feel like is a very good game, and a lot of people even in the world chat are saying how are people calling this a bad game. It has to be the right game for you. It's not a bad game at all to start with. Late game we don't know yet because I'm not at that point of the game, but in terms of a first impression type of experience, it's a very good game. This is an anime MMORPG, meaning that most of its content is with storytelling, cutscenes. There is combat to the game, and the combat is fun, but there's a lot of storytelling. It's not bad, it's very good, and if you want, you can pace it out with combat. There's a lot of combat you can do. There's open world bosses, there's dungeons, huge zones to explore, a ton of puzzles. The story itself is not stale at all. If you want, you can just straight up skip the cutscenes. But it's not just go from here, talk to this guy, go there. There's a lot of middle ground. For example, one of the story was legit go to the beach and there was a firework festival and you can just interact with the NPCs, and the amount of mini games there were for a normal quest, it was legit insane. I had so much fun playing that, a lot of fun. So yeah, it breaks up the normal quest line, which I think this is where it shines. This is how the devs managed to do this, because they purely focused on the PvE element, which I like for this game. I don't think this game's combat was made for PvP, that's why they don't add it. Now, as for combat, we're gonna lightly go over this. You can of course level up your combat, get better skills, stuff like that. Level it up, get more skills, and level your specific skills as well. You start out with a class that you choose. You can change the class if you want later on. That is an option. Because if you're invested in one character and you have some bound items and stuff like that, you just swap the class and you're ready to go. Now, the only gripe I have with the combat is it's very fun and snappy, but you cannot animation cancel everything. That's the only bad part about the combat. Some animations do lock you in. Some, not all. But the ones that lock you in, for example, some ultimate abilities lock you in and you cannot move. This is a problem with bosses. When there's a huge attack you need to dodge, you cannot if you're in the middle of an unstoppable ability. That's the only gripe. But other than that, the combat is very fun. Like we said, the storyline is my opinion, one of the best. It feels like you're watching an anime, legit. It's very involving like that, and you are a part of the story. It's not just you're watching it, you are part of the story. Your actions, I'm pretty sure they don't change the story, but you do feel like you're part of it. Now, with that being said, not all the actors are voice lined. In fact, very minimal of them are. There are some extremely high quality cutscenes, and you can tell they put more effort into them because they are voice acted, and some of them are not voice acted. So that does pop out quite a bit. The story is in Japanese, which if you don't like reading subtitles, if you're a dub type of person, tough luck, but it does involve you more into the culture. Of course, there still is English subtitles. Now, the one huge aspect of the game that even after following this game for a couple of years, I had no idea there was the how in-depth the fashion system is. The fashion system is huge in this game. It's legit. I would say it's the end game, but it's not. I'm still level, what is it, level 18, and I already have so many cosmetics. It's insane. I already have 3 mounts. These 3 guys. This one I'm pretty sure I just earned. But these 2, they give you legit just for free. These are not low quality mounts. They have insane animations. You can even have these balloons. These are purely just for pre-registering. You don't need to buy them or nothing like that. The animations are insane on these types of mounts. Might be one of the best animations I've seen on mounts actually. But yeah, during the quest lines you get options to pick which cosmetics you get. So let me show you guys. You can change the character appearance anytime you want. That's a very big plus. So if you don't like your character, you can just change it up anytime. So here you can see. Now here you can see all the different cosmetics, which there are a ton of. These ones I already got for free. I already have this thing. Oh, they're all hidden. I already have this thing, a skirt. These are all ones that I personally picked. So you have the choice of getting these or other ones. The glasses I have are cosmetic as well. You have the hat as well if you want. A lot of different cosmetics, and mind you, all these cosmetics are they give you for free, which is normal. This, mind you, this is a free-to-play game, so they need to make the money somehow. I guess they still give you a lot of cosmetics for free, so if you want to play this game completely free to play, there's nothing really stopping you. If you just want more options, you can pay. So yeah, from that aspect, I was pleasantly surprised. The big aspect of this game is the role-playing aspect. There's a ton of emotes. Now we already covered the clothes and the cosmetics, not just with mounts, but with your personal appearance. But there's a ton of emotes, a lot of social features you can actually do with other players, like hand holding, sitting together. There's a lot of seats actually in the open world, like in taverns near the beach, that you can actually sit on. So yeah, to round out these first impressions of the game, overall it's extremely positive for me. If you're not very nitpicky on certain stuff, this will be a fun game for you. I want to point something out. Mind you, this is day 1 of an MMORPG on SteamDB. This game peaked at around 100,000 concurrent players, with minimal servers on the game, mind you. This game is on mobile as well, which there are more players coming in from mobile, I'm assuming. And I did not encounter a single crash, bug, loading issues, queue times, legit none of that. This is for me unheard of from an MMORPG day 1 launching. So I want to give props where props is due. This game is extremely polished, and this is why I said this is not a bad game. It just has to be the right game for you. It has a ton of cool animations, very polished, fun story, good enough combat for an MMORPG. And yeah, guys, I'm cooking up a full review to go in depth in all the systems if this game is worth playing long term, and I'll be doing some guides as well on the game as well. So sub up if you want to see that content, and later, guys.